Good. So, welcome everyone. Good evening. Easy. Hello, wie geht's? Nice to see you. Pilot 19, hello. Aviomar, hello. Ali, hello. Tremoni, hello. Organ Aviator, hello to you. And Cargo Pilot, moin, wie geht's? Yeah, so we are in Lima, Oscar, Kilo, Mike. Hey, Liesenthal, Ralle Kralle, hello. Second terrain, hello to you guys. We're still trying to figure out. I'm not seeing anyone, which is kind of annoying. We are on multiplayer, and I just make sure that under settings, so online multiplayer is on. I have West Europe selected, and then on the graphic settings, if I go on the global, I have air traffic quantity medium, parked aircraft medium, parked aircraft quantity medium. Is there any other settings, guys? Do you know regarding other traffic? I've never played. I don't think I've ever been on multiplayer on 2024. Oh, is that because SU4 beta? Ah, that could be the case.
Are you in the beta?
Yes.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that's the thing then. Aviomar, that's a good point.
Okay.
Okay. Then hey Sajid, nice to see you. Then I guess today we're gonna live with that because I can't quickly deinstall. All right. Anyways, it's a shame, but anyone that wants to join, Pilot 19, hello to you as well here in chat. And anybody wants to join, we are on European West server. So if you're on the stable version, you will see each other. And nonetheless, so let's quickly have a look. So tablet. So Brendan, you were just about to explain to me how to get the flight plan inserted.
Yes, you need the down below in the EFB. There is a button, Flight Planner.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
When you hit on Flight Planner, you have on the top row there is a import. You can press there, and then you can select load PLN file. Then you can select the plan file.
Add flight plan? No. I don't have a top menu there with. Oh, hang on. Now can we? Yes, root. Okay, root. Then we go import. Okay, let me just quickly put you on pause. Load PLN file. This PC. Yeah. That should work now. So I've got that open. Oh yes, it does. Wonderful. So have a look here. That's the round trip, if you like. Lots of waypoints. Brenold, as always, thank you very much for making the flight plan for us.
Yeah, but I don't have it in my Garmin system. It's only in the EFB now. I don't know how to send it to the Garmin from there, if it is possible. There is send. Let me check. Send to avionics. Oh, nice. There is a send button, black box on the top. I can say send to avionics. And now it is in. Fantastic.
Really? Hang on.
Yes.
Send to avionics?
Not in a GTN, in the flight plan. There is send to avionics. Exactly. And now you should have it in the GTN. Hopefully. Okay. Otherwise, you can maybe use import function from the GTN. Go to flight plan, and there is, I think, menu and then import.
Yeah. Hey, sailed Tweety, hello to you. Lee, wie geht's? Okay, let me try again. Send to avionics. No.
Try hit the menu button down in the GTN, and there should be import anywhere.
Yeah, I've seen the import. It's a flight plan, right? And then import doesn't give me anything. That's or maybe it's again beta thing. Who knows?
Maybe.
Right, anyway, I've got a tablet. I can follow on the tablet. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's perfectly right. Cool. Alrighty then.
Smart vessel started, then we do
Yes.
our first leg to a Lima Oscar Sierra Mike Mautendorf.
Alrighty.
I hope everybody's ready, then let's go. I will take off now.
Yep, go ahead.
I try uphill takeoff.
Oh, it will go in 2.6, right?
May I just ask if anybody's on the stable server?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, they're all in the set. It's just me that's on the
Okay, because I can't see anybody, but I'll check my options.
Mm-hmm. You need to set 3 things, kind of this settings for the multiplayer that Brennan posted, the flight conditions, and the graphic settings, because I also needed to change my graphic settings before I saw anything. To set the aircraft traffic and park traffic to on.
Ah, okay, that's probably off. I'll try it.
So I will climb now to about 4,000 feet and then start circling until everybody is in the air.
I'm still fighting a bit with my EFP to get it connected to the sim. It used to work, but...
Tremoni, hello. Edforce5, hello to you. Kiri, hello. Hope you're all doing well. So yeah, the thing is with Microsoft 2024, obviously it is visually just a lot more attractive, right? So that's why we do want to fly here. So we'll see how it goes. I just want to do one more thing. Flight plan, set origin, Lima Oscar Kilo Mike. Yeah. So flight plan. So first destination is going to be Lima Oscar Sierra Mike. Okay.
But as always, we don't go direct. We fly low and slow through the valleys.
I'm also going to take off on runway 08 now. I hope.
So I'm just going to taxi down slowly to the other runway now. Florian here has given us, sorry, Fabian has given us some cool insights, some interesting charts, and I've just looked at the chart for Meierhofen, so Lima Oscar Kilo Mike, and actually it does tell you that flight procedures takeoff is actually strictly runway 08 and landing is 26. The reason being is that there's a huge upslope. So going eastbound, it is actually going downhill, as you can see here. Now I need to get my compass set. Just have to wait for the engine oil to heat up. Right, and also what I want to do quickly is check that we have enough runway distance available. Got the squeaking tires. So this airfield has a runway that is 400 meters long. Takeoff run available 400 meters. So let me just stop here.
I just took off on runway 08 and I'm now on the right downwind, Oscar Mike Kilo.
So we're weighing about a ton. And with
Maybe better use downhill as well, black box.
Yes, taking off to the east, yeah.
Yep.
So we've got a lovely chart here. Temperature, now it's a bit of a shame it's always in Fahrenheit and pounds, but what we can do is use this. So we're about 2,150 pounds. And for the flight info, we can set more Fahrenheit temperature, and then I get the Fahrenheit as well, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. And then what I can do is I can have a look here, about 50 pressure, altitude. So we're currently at an elevation of 1,000 feet AGL, it says here on the chart.
Renault, I think I see you on my left-hand side passing.
So then we've got a bit more pressure than 1013, is the 1015, so we don't have to subtract anything at least. So I can go 1,000 here. I'm going to go right. And then the current weight, we said 2,000 pounds, right? So I'm going to go down on this lane here to about 2,000, which is about, let's say, here. I'm going to go across here. And then I would say wind is pretty much zero. So I'm going to go cut straight across. So it should be about 1,200 feet. So we're pushing it. But it should be doable. And also, of course, if we use flaps 25, so fuel is good. Now the question, hang on, where's my flap indication here again? You don't have a digital, it's just 3 settings, right? Comanche pilots, how do you know it's flaps 25? There it goes.
Just eyeball it.
Yeah. Good. So there we go. We've got fuel pressure good, oil pressure, oil temperature all green. So we're good to go. Mixture's full rich. Prop full forward. Gonna turn on the lights here. Make sure the door is closed and locked. Trim is neutral. Strobe lights, landing lights. Fuel pump for takeoff on. So I bought the GTN in the store, and interestingly enough, now that I have entered the routing, I can't go back into the main menu.
Weird.
No. So enter. Let me just remove that. Let me just add set destination. So Lima, Oscar, Sierra, Mike, correct?
Yep, correct.
Strange. All right, anyways. So parking brake, release. Go to a static takeoff here.
Which runway are you using now?
Oh, I thought it was good. Heh. Okay, I'll just relax. But this is going downhill. So weird. It's a scenery bug or something. Oh, Definitely 400 meters is good though. I was so sure this, yeah, runway, but grass runway. I was so sure this is going towards the east. But no.
Yeah, maybe the scenery is different.
So I kindly relied on my eyeball there saying that. Alright, so first one. Now the problem is I don't have a map here, so I've got to take this one. So I'm on the right course. And you guys...
Can you open little nav map on a second monitor or so?
Well, the thing is that I would have to install it first, so...
Ah, okay. And use it, the little tablet of MSFS2024.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm using the... So I can definitely see the valleys that you're going through. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Okay, we have to go to the west now, following the valley.
Mm-hmm. So we're staying low level, you said as well, right? So let's get
Yeah,
the flaps
of course.
up. Flaps are going up. Trimming forward. Oh, no. We'll have this view as well. Alright. So goes, how was your weekend? The Comanche is pretty fast.
What's the speed?
Currently 120 knots, increasing.
Oh.
But it hand flies beautifully. It's really lovely now that it's trimmed. Really, really nice. And the sounds, of course. Now, what we can do though is we can get headphones on. Much nicer, right? So I hope the sound's all good. I dialed down the sim sounds just a tad, so looked like it was a bit too loud. All right.
That is a good reminder. Yeah, I also turned on the headphones. I'm at 6,500 and almost at the turn. Just be careful, there's terrain is rising a lot if you fly this terrain. Kind of a box can
so, following the waypoints here along the valleys, and Lima Oscar Sierra Mike is right there. So Breinholt, have you been here IRL in this region?
Yes, we have been in Martendorf, where we are going right now to,
nice.
with the little airplane, and landed there.
Nice.
Was very interesting, very challenging landing.
And Ghost, you were busy studying. Ah, okay, so you flew Tromsø back again. Nice. Just saw today that Chicago and Toronto are having actually snow IRL.
Oh, winter's coming.
Yeah. So maybe we have to talk about icing, de-icing, that sort of stuff again. So let's have a look here. Yeah, going a bit left now through the valley.
And I'm turning north for the next leg.
And Voyager, winter's coming, yes, indeed. Indeed, yeah. So let's have a look. Checking engine instruments. Oil temperature, oil pressure looking good. Cylinder head temperature is looking good as well. I mean, this is really, really credible. Really nice.
So I guess we have to climb up a little bit for a little passing here.
Okay.
Yeah, I went through on 6,500. I think I'm already over the pass.
So we go right here.
Which direction do you want to land in Markandorf?
Yes, of course.
Which
We want to
direction?
land on every airport which we have a flight plan because we need it for the one engine outdoor.
No, I meant which runway direction, 07 or 25.
Direct in, I would guess.
25, okay.
Wow, yes, difficult.
So
Here are
that's-
some difficult turns, black box, you will
Okay.
see.
Yeah, left, right, yeah. Is it
Yeah.
strongly rising terrain or how high? How?
It's just a little bit rising.
Okay.
I'm on 5,100 and no problem.
Okay, good. Then I'm safe as well. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yes, Brennard always. Well, Brennard made the VFR tour for us, and but I think Brennard, you did the waypoints today, correct?
Yes. Only the airports which we have to visit on our tour flight here. They are old, chosen, and today I made the flight through the valleys.
Nice. So now I've got to be careful. Got to turn right. Let's have a look. Sharp right turn here. Top Gun.
Yeah.
Bank
Yeah, I
angle.
flew it at 6.5. It's a bit more.
Bank angle. Bank angle. Nice. Oh yeah.
Nobody cares about bank angle in
GA.
VFR planes.
That's true. That is true. But look at the. I love how out of the box scenery looks so nice here. Really nice.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
Graphics is better,
Yeah.
I have to say, but,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
it still has some problems here in the simulator.
Okay.
I'm not turning west into the Ruhr Valley. So left, west turn. 5,500, sending 4,500.
And Fabian, have you been here, IRL?
No, I've not been here.
Okay.
Not to any of these airfields. Somehow I more flew to other countries and some other airfields in Austria.
So what aircraft do you fly IRL then?
I started on the TV-20 Katana
Okay.
from Piemont.
Nice.
And then the Cessna 172, Piper Archer, and Aquila.
Nice.
We left. Those are my current ones, the Aquila. And
Aquila. Nice.
Cessna 172.
Very
It's very
nice.
popular for training for flight schools.
So big shout out to Mets 747 coming in with a 17 months. Mets, thank you so much for the resub. I hope you're doing well.
Backbox, when you got your VFR PPL back, do you have plans to fly to the Alps?
I have to see. The thing is, so the real plan would be to not only get PPL but get the UL license as well,
Yeah.
and then because it's going to be much cheaper to hire to rent a UL compared to a
Oh, yes.
Cessna.
Very much.
But yeah, if I can make something work out so that I can rent out UL for a week or two, then yeah, I mean Alps would definitely be a place to go to.
But in case if you plan to do this, I can only recommend you to do a mountain flying course.
Yeah.
Because there are some very important rules to meet in the Alps. Otherwise, you can get big troubles.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I mean, as a air traffic pilot, you don't know the rules.
No.
I guess.
No, definitely not. No. That's what I preach is that you know, VFR flying, so GA flying and corporate or airline flying are two completely separate things.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, sure, they have some commonalities, but in the end, you have to take VFR flying just as serious as you do with airline flying. If you don't take it seriously enough, then you can get into trouble so fast.
Oh yeah, VFR flying is much more dangerous than air traffic flying.
Yeah. So you just have to have a big respect for that, and yeah, prepare. And I think, and yes, on the subscriber and members stream we talked about the plan continuation bias, and it's, you know, one of the aspects where you can run into that trap is not preparing properly, not having the right mindset, and, you know, not taking enough fuel or looking at the weather, not having a plan B, and then you fall into that trap. And then Reynold, you talked about how, I think, was it a time when we were in Helgoland and you had to fly back a day later because of the broken nose wheel tire?
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
And then you had deteriorating weather conditions, but when you landed it was still okay, but then it got worse and worse, and then later, or the next day or something, a plane near Bonn-Hangela crashed into a wind turbine.
Oh yeah.
Right. So the question is, what makes you go and fly VFR in conditions that are clearly not made, you know, made for that aircraft in these conditions? So
You shouldn't do that because it's very dangerous. But I guess sometimes people say, I have an appointment tomorrow. Or I need to be at home, and I can't stay here until tomorrow, and so on. And so they try to fly and get in conditions which are too worse to fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also think the reason is that you don't want to get your passengers being annoyed because quitting the flight.
Yeah. Also, another example, let's say you're in a two-ship formation, right? You have your buddy with you in a different aircraft, flying along, and then your buddy says, come on, I know it's getting worse, but hey, we're almost there. Come on, we'll do it. And then you're flying along and you feel pressured not to look like an idiot and say, oh no, I'm going to divert to this airfield, right? So there's a kind of a peer pressure that's coming up. You've got to be aware of that. You've got to be careful with that. Know your own limitations, right? And stick to them.
Yeah. We have a lot of experience in formation flying, you know, Michael and Herbert.
Yeah.
And we already had some situations where Herbert flew through some situations which were a little bit precarious. Michael said, no, I don't do that.
Okay, good. Yeah.
And nobody complained about that. It was everything was okay, and he flew a other route and get there as well on a little bit longer path.
Yeah. You see, that's the thing, right? And also, you know, so much comes down to experience, right? So some people may, you know, be very experienced in certain weather conditions, wind conditions. They know the aircraft, you know, better. Maybe you just have gotten a new aircraft. You're not so familiar yet with the crosswinds, etc., right? So, you know, just allow yourself your own limitations, right? Hey, look. Ja, Gruppenzwang, Gruppendynamik, ja, genau. So, like I said, I was referring to examples from our real-world flying, airline flying, but I was also commenting that, you know, this applies also in GA flying, right? And there as well, if you're flying GA, you don't get second chances, right? If you mess up, you know, worst thing, you can kill yourself with that.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, I had the same situation you had in real life. I witnessed somebody who was taking off directly into a thunderstorm with a 4-seat aircraft. I mean, stupid guy, simply, yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. I've seen these situations as well, and I really, I'm just sitting there thinking, doesn't he have or even if he doesn't have a weather radar on, it was pitch black. You know, it was lightning. And okay, it was an A380, but still, I mean, you know, even a lightning strike, you know, even if you say I've got so much power, I don't care about, you know, falling winds or whatever, I can still make it. But, you know, in the end, a lightning strike, I mean, we've had situations where a lightning strike caused an A380 to be down for 6 weeks. So imagine the cost with that. And all because he can't wait for, let's say, 15 or 20 minutes to let the thunderstorm pass. So yeah, I've seen situations where I was really just, you know, amazed, and I thought, you know, what the hell, you know, why? What's the point?
So I'm already landed.
I'm on short final. You can see one other plane in the air, but it doesn't look like it. And one on the runway, but it should work out.
So, oh, sorry, which...
landing, turn left, and then we backtrack and... not backtrack on the runway, but beside the runway, and then we will take off on the same direction.
Which runway are landing on?
25.
26.
25.
Yeah. 25, yeah. Correct.
25.
So, unfamiliar with the airspace, so... To check... So that's on the other side there. Hang on. So looking at the chart that Fabian has provided, and I can see that there's a pattern which goes around mountains, interestingly enough. So I'm just trying to figure out which side it is.
But I think on 2.5 you can basically fly along the waypoints.
Alright. And we'll stay in this valley. Yes, Tremonio, I talked about it on the members live stream, and it was on I don't know what channel it was on YouTube, and it was recorded, right? So the Alitalia or Itoro airline aircraft was supposed to fly the departure straight on from the northern runway, and then slightly behind was a American Airlines departing, but for whatever reason the Italian aircraft just turned left towards the departure track of the southern runway. So the ATC had to deconflict, which they did really well. And yeah, the Itoro aircraft got a pilot deviation report and a phone number to call.
I think here the scenery is pretty different. Some planes are levitating in the air.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I'm looking for the runway. I've never been here. Black Brendel said it's a difficult approach.
Yeah, this is one of the most difficult things in GA flying. You find the restaurant strips.
Yeah.
This is on more to the left side, black box.
Yeah.
Almost close to this small river there.
Yeah, so I think, and here on...
A good idea is always to do a overfly, look for the conditions, and then make a pattern.
Yeah. So I should be right over the airfield right now, right here. Oh, there it is. Lol. It's so funny. I looked left at the stream, I didn't see the airport to the right. But this is also so cool. So, again, you know, flight simming can actually help you, especially with these sceneries, to get you acquainted with the airfield. So I think it would be a great idea to, you know, if you want to fly here IRL, to actually just have a look in the in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, right? I mean, even though it's not 100% accurate, it still gives you a very nice kind of idea with the mountains and the valleys, and you know how it should look like, the river there. So I think, well, at least it's a lot better preparation compared to not doing any preparation, right?
Blackbox, do you already have ForFlight?
Yes. I know you can.
So you can.
Yeah, you can
You
connect
can
it to the
couple
sim.
ForFlight to the simulator, and then you can see all the traffic patterns you need to fly on your ForFlight, and you simply follow the traffic patterns, and then you will see for sure. You will see then the runway.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good idea as well. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, next time.
Exactly.
Which software are you using for the connection? Because mine
Yeah.
not working on one.
You see, that's the thing. I have to check again because I know I've got a connection. I had it working as well. I demonstrated that here on the stream when we flew to Helgoland, I think. No, when we flew to Sylt. So now,
Blackbox, I can confirm. I'm always, if I fly to a new destination, preparing with Flight Simulator 2024 is perfectly.
yeah, see. And you know, other people may smile at you, say, right, like amateur, but no, quite opposite. I think that's, you know, if it gives you the opportunity, and I've done this for the real world flying, you know, I remember that even when I was in captain's training for Paris, for example, Paris or Amsterdam, I bought the sceneries in the flight sim, FSX at the time, and I taxied around the airport. And that way, I already, you know, I knew exactly where to go, and so I was actually very familiar already. Here you go, Sammy.
I'm going to wait for the other two to take off, and I think there's someone circling around.
So I can make out the hangars. So as well here, it's such a cool impression that you get right now, flying VFR against the sunlight. And then you have some trees, but I can make out the threshold now. So I've got the gear down and locked. Flaps are full. Mixture's full rich. We have prop full forward. And I have to say, this aircraft, so Comanche from A2A, flies so beautifully here in the sim. Really, really nice. Could be a bit wind for the right here. The runway is at 12 o'clock. You see the two arrows there? I'm pointing at the screen, but I can see the threshold at two arrows left and right. Wow, beautiful, just above the stream here. Oh, too fast there. Nice. All right, safely down. Goes
on 41 feet per minute. Wow, very good.
Well, I mean, that was also uphill, so I did a so for the next flight. So once we finish the tour here today, that's a nice, lovely scenery. Do you have a payware? Brandon, do you have the same scenery here?
I have a nice scenery. I don't know exactly if it is a freeware, so I don't think it is payware. I think it's freeware, maybe.
Yeah, could see some glider aircraft here. Crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So
or maybe it is a handcrafted Azor. I don't know.
So we'll taxi back again. Make sure we finish the flight. Load the next flight.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting here for you.
Thank you, Sapphire. Yes. I do own these black square aircraft. I have to try them again. Especially Bonanza. I'm interested because I flew that IRL. So. Shakovic is asking, he's confused about constant speed propellers like this one. When I move the throttle, I'm changing the manifold pressure, but it seems at lower altitudes I change the RPM. Well, I think at some point you are. So I think the RPM can only be regulated within a certain range of manifold pressure. So at some point, yes, you can see that here as well. At some point, obviously, the RPM has to go down. So the squeaking. That's really impressive. I can just imagine how beautiful it is in IRL. Must be so nice. Brake set, so let's finish this flight, then we'll do the next one. Yeah, I was just saying that I did some practice landings today with the MD-11. Good God. Oh, that is something else, I have to say.
Difficult.
Oh, I you know, flared, like people say, oh, you got to start, you flared 50 feet, right? And then I did, and I pulled the nose up, but it I don't know, the touchdown was like so fast thereafter. It's gonna be be interesting. So it seems like, because you gotta have a pretty high pitch, and then yeah, just be aware that, you know, when it calls at 50, the main landing gear just already seems a lot lower. But also, I had a feeling that it flies really nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go to my...
So we have to take off through this mountain in front of us and then turn left before.
Mm-hmm. I'm just thinking, so it did... So it's not noticing my landing, it seems.
You need to switch off the engine.
Okay. Okay. All right, then we'll switch off the engine. Yep, you're correct. Now light plan is filed. Fantastic.
Yep. Then book the next leg, and let's go.
Yeah, you can take off already, and I'll be following up a fast aircraft.
I have as well. I can 160 knots if I want.
All right, okay. There we go. The bid is in, and here we go. I don't think it really needs... let's get the flaps. So I'm just checking the chart. The runway here is... It's fine, yeah, it's a bit longer. Alrighty.
So I'm going to take off now.
I'm going to wait a bit.
So just make sure fuel pump's on, rest is done, flaps are set. Let's go. HK 2184, 2814, no, 2184, hello. Mega egg hello to you as well. Take off. Oh, the sunlight is so beautiful. Look at that. It's so powerful. It gets airborne also so quickly. Turn left into the valley here. So flaps are up, and a nice sharp turn here into the valley.
And I'm backtracking and I will take off.
So let's climb to 5,000.
Let's get the RPM down a bit. 2300. Lean the mixture a bit. So the Comanche has a fairly fancy kind of leaning computer that helps you, but I'm not going to use that today. I'm just going to lean a little bit. Alright, and then we should be going towards the left. So this leg is going to bring us to Lima Oscar Kilo Foxtrot.
So as I can see on my terrain radar, we need to climb a little bit more, maybe 6,000.
Okay.
I think I have 7.5 planned.
Nice. And Captain Bear, hello, wie geht's? Yeah, Captain Bear. Oh, and Captain Bear, thank you so much for all the inputs. Yeah, also to Senshai, who's helped a lot. So I was a bit confused because I asked the community what aircraft they want to see, and they said, well, a lot of them said actually MD-11. And I thought, oh, okay, interesting. But I was kind of curious to see if it works in 2024. And then I was reading about all these issues with it, but in the end, there's just a few minor things that you have to look at and correct, and that's it. And it's working beautifully. Yeah, Ghost.
Box, don't mismatch the valleys ahead, because otherwise you are in a dead end.
Okay, you are correct. Could go the wrong way here.
I'm on 6,500 now, and I think I can pass this valley here.
Okay. Climb up as well. Well, no. Okay, I mean, you would have to buy the passenger version as well. Hey, Gude, Pilot. So you can do both. But to be fair, I mean, if I think about which long-range aircraft I have, like the PMDG 777, and then or the A350 or A380, or we've got so many long-range aircraft available that why not? If you want to do some cargo flights, right? Get the MD-11 cargo. It's great up here. Look at that. Beautiful. Thank you much, Cargo Pilot. And Cargo Pilot, is the traffic still so bad in Bremen? I think so, right? Probably is. So one thing for me, the biggest advantage not having it retired is just not having to commute anymore, going to Frankfurt. So I've got to go to the right down this valley. There you go. Look at that. Oh, okay. You don't have to go to Bremen at the moment anymore. Oh, that's cool. That's good to hear. Ah, fantastic. I'm very happy to hear that. Right now, really going fast. Hang on, are we? Yeah, so we're doing a little bit of a detour to get to the next airport, but this is the right valley. Correct. All right.
It's only for sightseeing.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, otherwise it would be very short group flight.
Oh yes.
If we go direct.
Because our destination, our final destination today is only 2 kilometers from where we took off.
Yeah. Nice. I have to say, you know, usually like in P3D days or even in 2020, VFA flying wasn't that attractive, but now, brilliant.
Our VFA flying in 2020 is very nice as well.
Yeah.
But P3D is a lot worse.
Yeah.
Lot.
Yeah. I mean, but if you compare 2020, so I'm not sure if you really get these kind of lighting conditions and, you know, the trees and the mountains looking that nice.
It depends on your settings. If you push the settings, terrain, object of detail also a little bit higher, then it looks great as well.
Okay.
But when you want to save frames and you set it lower, then it's not looking that good.
Yeah. So Tremonia says the lighting, I guess Tremonia, you mean in 2020? Yeah. You often need some lighting mods to do that, yeah. Yeah. That's true. Right, let's have a look checklist-wise. Yeah. So we're just monitoring the cylinder head temperature right now. We're looking at the fuel. There's no fuel in the tip tanks here. So we're just looking at these gauges. Tip tank is down here. Well, temperature's looking good. Pressures. Just looking at the fuel pressure. That's somewhere to the lower side of the green band, but I mean still the green, but gorgeous. Somebody was writing that they noticed with the last update here in the SE4 beta that the mountains also look crisper. I don't really have a comparison. I've not been here in the Alps for some time. So, but I mean, it still looks spectacular. I mean, it looks very nice. Very cool indeed.
But there's still a little bit of difference to the reality.
Yeah, sure.
The level of detail in reality is much higher.
It's a good thing it is.
Yeah, it is.
The flying,
Maybe
yeah.
MSFS2025.
Yeah.
And it is.
Yeah, the flying moose. Hello to you. I was looking at the prices, the graphics card prices, and I thought, you know, 5090 by now would be slowly getting cheaper. But no, if you just solely want to buy a 5090, it costs you still around 2,700 to 3,000 euros. Crazy. I mean, think about it. Like 10 years ago, with 3,000 euros, you could get the absolute, you know, best PC out there in the market, right?
With everything, yeah.
And now you can only get a graphics card. It's crazy.
But compare the graphics cards from 10 years ago to the nowadays, there is a lot bigger and a lot more on it.
Yeah. So the flight from Frankfurt to Istanbul is in about 1 hour, approximately.
So we now pass about the famous Millstätter See.
Mm-hmm.
Lake Millstätt, I don't know in English. Lake Millstätt, maybe.
So it's a longish kind of lake, okay.
Yeah.
So let's have a look outside after the
Many
call.
longish lakes in Korea.
Yeah, the thing is, so here's my worry, okay? So exactly like I say, Aviomar, so I'm using just one PC for, you know, flying and streaming. So I'm kind of worried that if I go, let's say with the 5080, 16 gigabyte or whatever it has on VRAM, right? That, you know, that card is still also expensive, right? Not as expensive as the 5090, but still, I mean, so I'm worried that, you know, I'm buying it and that's, you know, it's not doing the job it's supposed to do, right? Yeah, true. Yeah, yeah. Beautiful. Look at that lake. Nice. Oh, there's a lot cheaper. Okay, 1700, 50, 80. Okay.
At the end of the lake,
yeah.
we will enter the valley on the left side.
On the left side, is copied. Louis says Osjaha See is also very beautiful. Been there on holidays. I mean, the thing is this, so if I see that kind of scenery, right, and a lot of you know that I've just been on the first camper van trip, so I've got to be careful when I say camping. People think, you know, with a tent. No, at my age, you take a camper van, right? But that was already, even with bad weather, it was a lot of fun. That was actually really nice. So if I see that kind of scenery, I'm like, I can see myself driving here on a holiday.
Yeah, do a 3-month holiday with your wife and just a lot of hiking and biking here. Would be very interesting, I think.
3 months? What I do with you guys?
Yeah, it's you need to pack your camera and just film real life.
Yeah.
Or buy a gaming laptop and
Yeah.
stream from Kärnten.
Yeah.
There are a lot of streamers in Twitch. They do travel streaming, real life travel streaming.
Kerry, thank you very much for the gifted sub to X Aviation fan. I am not sure why am I not getting or hearing my alerts today. Oh, I know why. Like I didn't update or reinstall
audio drivers.
Yeah, video drivers, and now that it has. There we go. So let's try this. Oh, I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it.
And yeah, we're going to see more beautiful lakes. Next to Wörthersee, I flew in real life. It's very beautiful to fly from there to the
nice.
really canal.
So let's try again. Ah, there it is. Finally. Thank you so much. Kerry, once again, thank you so much. Sammy, the next destination after this one. So that's leg number 3. Is so we're flying from Lima Oscar Kilo Foxtrot to Lima Oscar Kilo Golf.
There we will pass the Osjaha See, which anyone mentioned before.
Yeah. Nice. So I have to go a bit to the right. Enzo, hello to you. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Doing very well. So just checking our Lima Oscar Kilo Foxtrot. So I do have to go left here. Hang on. Yeah. It seems like I'm going to go left. This small valley?
Yes, it's correct.
Top gun. Bank
It's
angle.
wider later on.
Bank angle. Bank angle. Yeah, the scenery in the Alps is great. It's so lovely.
Have you ever gotten the bank angle call out in your airliner?
Yeah.
In real?
Yeah. And the autopilot was on.
Oh.
Yeah. That was
What's that?
That's from Salzburg where we got the wind shear.
Huh.
We did the recovery and then turned on the business approach, turned northbound, and then we were on the other side of the valley, and then we got the lee waves, and we got shaken up so badly that yeah, we got 45-degree bank angle, and the autopilot kicked out.
Oh. And have you ever gotten a stall warning?
Yeah. Yeah, stall warning on a 747. I talked about it on my...
Ah, with the lee waves there, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
But the A320 doesn't do a call out bank angle, but the pilots do that, of course, then. Because normally in the in the A320, you can go above 33 degrees if you continuously do a side stick input, right? Then the aircraft will go to 60 degrees bank angle. But as long as you're normal law, it cannot go above 60 degrees. But it was kind of weird to see the autopilot not managing to keep the bank angle below 30. So it's a 319 Ghost. Checking instruments, temperatures, pressures, all looking good. Fuel checked. And then we need to go, let's have a look. Right, okay. Exactly, guys, yeah. So if you're above 33 degrees, you let go of the stick. The fly-by-wire system will take the aircraft back to 33 degrees, yeah. Exactly.
So approaching next airport, and we will land on 20 if possible.
Okay. Lewis, thank you much. I will save that that recommendation. Camping Kalkgruber. It looks like a nice small camping site as well. Yeah, thank you for the recommendation, yeah. Excellent. Good, let's prepare for the landing. So Brendan was saying... It has runway 0220. It has a 700 meters rest runway. Okay, we're going to start slowing down. Tremonia, I would say the 777 and the 787, because they are fly-by-wire aircraft, they have a similar system, yes. Hey Simaf, wie geht's? But any aircraft that doesn't have fly-by-wire will not be able to have the flight controls or the flight control computers interact while you are on manual flight. That's the thing. Yes, so pilot deviation, the idea is that we are on a self-made weather file here, or weather situation, so we're not using live weather. I was quite shocked when I tried departure out of Frankfurt this afternoon. It's a practice run for the MD-11. That the weather in Frankfurt is actually pretty bad, or at least it was this afternoon. So
okay, I will do an inspection flight over the runway because I'm way too high and too fast.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do the same. So
it comes very suddenly after the turn. That one.
But you are landing 20, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You just landed in Münster and got the Portschlatz right at minima. Crazy. Yeah, it's a horrible. I went cycling today, and it was a typical kind of northern weather, you know, low ceiling, drizzly, really horrible weather, really. So I can imagine if you're flying. Hey, Flight Polky, hello to you. So now also looking.
Respect, you're also cycling in bad weather.
Yeah, as long as it's not too cold, I am.
Okay, very good.
So usually we have a saying in northern Germany, it's, you know, you don't get the wrong weather, you get the wrong clothes. Or you wear the wrong clothes, that's all. So.
Who made that saying? Because it's very bad. I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, Alpha, the worst thing that gets me, I mean, luckily I'm not at risk of getting a depression or anything. But of course, one thing I really dislike is the long dark hours we get here as well. So I can see the airport right there. Just picked it up. Crazy. Now in real life, what you would have to do, you would have to read the airport information and have a look which of these towns or parts of which towns you're not allowed to overfly. So they have special arrival, so noise abatement arrivals if you like, and you have to respect those. Oh, you can't play 18 or golf. Yeah, that's true. Well, I don't play golf at the moment, so I don't have that problem. Hello, Hayden. Yeah, Hayden, it's for me, when I try just to, do sports or something, now, I mean, you can go jogging in the dark or you can go cycling in the dark, but obviously it's not so much fun and even a bit more dangerous, really. So I'm just waiting for the white band to come in, and then we'll get the first set of flaps out. Here we go. Here's the first set of flaps. Well, normally in Europe, I'd say the same in Austria, I would guess. If it's not inhabited, it's 500 feet. But villages, small towns is 1,000 feet. And if I remember correctly, big cities is actually 2,000 feet, right?
No.
No?
It's 1,000 feet of inhabited areas and 500 feet of non-inhabited areas.
Okay. So they I don't know, maybe they've changed that, but the thing is, it's pretty irrelevant anyways, because normally in the big cities, at least in Germany, you have control zones because you always have an airport nearby. So, Marcel, you're going to Salzburg next week. Salzburg is a incredibly beautiful city. You will really enjoy that.
But it rains there all time.
I was there twice on with a stop. I've got pictures to prove it. Beautiful sunshine.
Okay.
Oh, and the food is also absolutely brilliant. Oh, you're gonna love it.
Salzburg is nice, yeah.
Yeah.
You can also land there with a small plane.
Yeah.
That works pretty nicely.
Yeah.
In the winter season, there are some limitations.
So here we got the airfields.
Chart of nights.
Yeah. So flaps are now full. Mixture full rich, prop full forward, landing is down 3 green, and here we go. Interesting, yeah, so actually you have to stay below 2,000 feet over Berlin. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the idea is really that you always, in case of engine failure, that you can clear the village, the city, right? That's the main thought behind it. And maybe, of course, something regarding noise abatement, but, you want to have a chance at least to get the aircraft away from populated areas. Here we go, look at that. It's beautiful. And I just say, this aircraft just hand flies so great. Really nice. And a bit wind from the right. I can feel it. I can see the windsock there. I've got to be careful with that little hill here. Don't want to hit that. There's a little stream, it seems. So a little bit left rudder, flaring it in. I'll take that. A little bit back pressure to have the nose gear off the force. Right, I'm going to brake, I'm going to turn around. Yeah, in Berlin you're going to stitch it in the river Spree here. I can imagine. Flaps up. Also nice aircraft, handcrafted airport here, look at that. It's really nice. Glider planes and hangars.
Did you download the scenery?
I don't think so, because I mean, it's the first time I'm here in 2024, so...
I'm about 2 minutes out from landing. 3,700 is in.
Hey, Camproud. Oh, you haven't been here before? Yeah, I've done like 3 or 4 streams now. With Facecam, yeah. Yeah, I get a lot of positive feedback. People saying, it just makes it a more personal experience. To have, a face to a voice, right? switch off the engine to have smart cars lock the flight. Here we go, locked. Then I'll start it again straight away. You can, yes, Aviamar, you can use the rudder a bit earlier here for GAs. I mean, it all depends on your, your personal preference, how you can cross control the aircraft. But yeah, if you feel more comfortable doing it at 30 feet, by all means, do it. So, Brennard, what's your position?
I'm on the beginning of the runway, about ready to take off.
Okay. I am ready.
So take off runway 20 after takeoff, a little bit to the right, and then pass over the lake, and then go to the left. This time we will a little bit overfly the little hills. There are no big mountains, and fly along to the next airport, which is not too far away.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
I'm on final 20, so you're going to take off.
Smart gas set, Blackbox?
Yes, set.
Okay, then let's go.
I'm on shot final 20 and I've inside. This is a second plane on the runway. Let's see.
Yeah, that's me. I'm departing now.
Okay.
So we've got mixture full rich prop for forward, flaps are set. Let's go. Yeah, Camprod, I did change the bio finally. Right, I'm going to put a bit of right aileron here. Just make sure wind doesn't pick up the wing here. Tap the brakes, gears coming up. So turn to the right, Brennell set here. And then over that lake, beautiful.
This is the Ostsee.
Okay, the Ostsee, right ahead. Nice. Hey, HC Bear, nice to see you. Go, Sammy, hello. The Vertice is more to the south, I think, right?
We come along to Vertice later.
Later, Sammy. So this straight ahead is the Ostsee.
Yep.
Yeah, so again, here comes flaps up. Gonna have to change the daytime a little bit. It's getting a bit dark now, but you can definitely see how beautiful this area is, right? So let me get a little bit more light again in here, just for you guys to see. Enjoy the scenery. So I'm gonna stay here at 3,000 feet initially. Get the prop down again. 300, mixture's coming back a bit.
I think you need to climb a little bit more than 3,000.
Okay.
Let's say 4,000, otherwise you can't clear the ridge.
Okay. Let's copy it. 4,000 it is. And again, this aircraft.
In the middle of the lake, you need to turn to the left.
Mm-hmm. Well, Camprout, one thing I've already noticed, so I've been at home, well, we were on holiday straight after my retirement. So I came back on the 19th, that was my last flight, and then we went straight on holiday on the 22nd, I think, and we're away for a week, and then, but now I've been home for 10 days, let's say, and I'm just astonished how fast these days go by. I'm busy. I'm doing things which I enjoy doing, and but yeah, next year when the weather is gonna start becoming better again, reactivate my PPL on this Tuesday. I'm gonna have my medical checkup again, and my license though. So my IFR part and license is valid until June next year, so I have a bit of time. Hey, McChester, wie geht's? Grüße. So, yeah, I initially planned to do it, get the PPL sooner, but the problem is it doesn't really make much sense because, you know, I have to pay all the fees and then do the work hours over winter time, but I can't really fly, right? No, I don't own it. So, I mean, I envy, you know, people, let's say in the US, who have, you know, the ability to buy a small plane and able to, you know, to kind of stem the costs. Here in Europe and Germany, I don't know, as a single person to buy and hold a plane with, you know, hangar space, insurance, it's just so expensive.
Look to the left. That is the Wörthersee.
Beautiful.
Very famous also from this TV show.
Yeah, that's true.
In Haus am Wörthersee. Very old series TV.
Beautiful area. It's so nice. And the right-hand side is the Farkasee. Okay.
Ah, yeah, there's the factory. Yeah, I can see.
Yeah. So the small one, or
it is a small one. Yes.
oh, okay. Beautiful. It's a huge valley. Didn't expect that to open up that wide. Nice. So left we go.
And we almost are about to leave the highest parts of the Alps.
Mm-hmm.
Now we come to the end almost, and then we start the flight to Slovenia.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But on the next route flight, maybe.
Nice. So the Farkasee is known for the Harley Davidson meeting every year. Nice. Cam Proud, good question. So what was my favorite aircraft to fly in my real world career? It's still going to be the 747. So I found some pictures and video recordings, old video recordings, me flying the 747, and just brings up back some fantastic memories. So emotionally, and just from the pure fascination of flying, it has to be the 747. Yeah, absolutely. Mac Chester says a friend of his worked in Canton a few years back and had to pick up a client at Klagenfurt Airport. On the client asking where they are going now, she's answered to okay. Whoops. Sorry, somebody was going to say something here on the chat, or no?
I just wanted to ask Black Box, do you have a favorite GA aircraft as well?
Well, I mean, I'm a bit fond, obviously, of the Bonanza, because you know, that's the aircraft I learned on. But I have to say, I mean, if you told me I could buy a Comanche, I would say, yeah, great aircraft. So I'm not so much. I know I've seen all the new aircraft, so the Diamonds, etc. Right, you know, the very modern designed aircraft, fantastic stuff, no doubt. Even the UL aircraft I find attractive, you know, with the big Garmin screens, etc. And so, but maybe it has to do with my age, I don't know, but I am really fond of these older aircraft. And what's your favorite?
Well, I love all as well, the old ones and the favorite ones. I mean, I fly a Diamond and a Cessna, and I like both of them.
Mm-hmm. I can imagine that. They all have their own character, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a modern Diamond DA40 with a full Garmin 1000. I mean, it basically flies like an airliner from the avionics sides, and the Cessna 182. But also this aircraft with newer avionics, it flies basically also like an airliner.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Lewis.
So Black,
yeah.
the
Yep.
next airfield will be very difficult to find
Oh, okay. Let me find a snapshot
because
here.
it's close to the mountain and the grass runway as well.
Oh, 600 meters grass runway. Okay, near a village airfield located inside a military exercising area. Okay.
And I think it's also usually only runway 22.
Yeah.
Right.
So they have 0422.
04, yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Runway 04.
yeah, well, 04 and 22. So we'll have to see how we can circle around it.
Yeah, but for motor aircraft, it's usually landing on 22.
Okay. Quite fast here.
It's also a funny circle. I'm not sure if it's in Navigraph, but we fly kind of around the town. Okay.
So I'm going to try to find it first and see how I can circle around it. Yeah, so 74-7400 that was back then, yeah. How much do you care about altitude when flying GA, aside from altitude clearance and vehicle requirements? So do you care about it being exactly at 2,000 feet? No, so normally it's actually 500 feet offset from a certain altitude level onwards. But I mean, from my real experience that I've had in the last couple of years, one thing I've noticed, especially in northern Germany, is birds, right? So if you fly an aircraft that doesn't really have a glass windshield, but more like plastic, right? And then you see these big birds flying around. I don't know, I'm not so comfortable, so I'd rather fly a little bit higher to avoid them. Right, let's get the props for forward again. Mixture's coming full rich. And we just passed the field, oh god. Oh, there is, oh my god.
They found it.
Into that, okay, so I'm going to do a U-turn somewhere over here. Slow down first of all, then into that valley. Yeah, sure, because of the woodlands, you have to land 2-2.
Oh yeah, that's why I think the direction is the one.
Cargo pilot, if you ask me for you know, recommendations regarding hardware, you know what I'm using, and I mean, I would say have a look which aircraft types you fly more often. Is it Airbus or is it Boeing, right? So
someone crashed right into me.
Oh no. And because I would recommend a force feedback, either force feedback stick or a force feedback yoke. And
they are very expensive.
well, Mosa is doing some nice things, and the prices there are coming down. So they're still expensive, yes, if you compare it to standard joysticks or yokes. But again, I would see that as, you know, a one-time expenditure to really improve your flight sim experience. Gears come down.
This is a very nice airport here.
Right, flaps going forward. How often will ATC assign you altitude? No, so I mean, if you're not flying IFR, they're not assigning you altitudes. They may give you recommendations saying, be aware you have terrain, right? You're below safe altitude or something. But I mean, if you fly VFR, you're responsible, completely responsible to make sure that you keep it clear of the other traffic and of terrain as well. And you could do get flight following, which I would always recommend if you're flying cross country. Just simply because you're going to get a lot more traffic information, right, from military traffic and other traffic that's on the radar screens from ATC. Your friend owns an SR22. These things are, I think they're pretty big as well, right? And they're powerful, yeah, and expensive.
More than $1 million.
Yeah, exactly.
New price.
Aviomar, I know, I wouldn't really have a look at, I mean, Moza is also doing yokes, force feedback yokes, aren't they? The Brunner yoke, as good as it is, as good quality as it is, that's definitely on the higher price range region, yeah, absolutely. Oh, look at that. Blimey, it's so gorgeous. Wow. Right, now I have to find the right valley. Where was it? So I think that's the hangars.
I think you should turn left for about 30 degrees, almost now.
Yeah. Look at the river. So gorgeous. Yeah, I think I have it inside.
Yeah, that is. But I landed from the opposite direction.
You have? Really?
Yeah, I have.
04? Okay, wow. GG's.
Yeah.
Because I saw the trees on the other side. I thought, oh, you know, 2-0 it is. Or 2-2 actually.
Yeah, I cleared the trees very barely, and it was okay to land. This thing here has reverser, and when the reverser kicking, it brakes so hard.
Yeah,
it's very good.
That's right. I don't have that. So, but I mean, you know, even here in the flight sim, you can just grasp the beauty of this this region. How gorgeous! Right here, I can see now the grass runway quite nicely. Can make it out here. So we have flaps full out, green down 3, well, green light on the gear. Feels again a bit of wind from the right. I don't see a windsock, but oh, now I can see the windsock. Yeah, it's from the right. Right aileron, left rudder into the flare. Nice.
Very nice landing.
Yes. And again, what a great scenery. It's got a Beechcraft bonanza here. Static aircraft. How cool. And we'll depart the other way, obviously, away from the trees.
Yep.
The thing is, Ghost, you know that my settings aren't ultra. They are maybe sometimes even less than high. So what you're seeing is, you know, is anything but high ultra settings. Hageland and Fly787, hello to you. So I am actually looking at the trees and the way the trees are looking. Also amazed. Absolutely. And FPS wise, it should be around 100. Let me just debug. FPS 80, 85 at the moment. I guess it is. I messed about a bit prior to the stream. Settings and so on, going into the menu a lot of times. I think they're still bugged where the FPS starts to drop if you spend too much time in the menus. Right, so let's cut the engine. Finish the flight, and then we have one more leg to go.
Yes. Almost back to our origin.
Nice. And so pilot deviation. Oh, so apologies, man. I've got to get a sound alert for the raids. So pilot deviation, thank you so much for the raid. A big shout out to pilot deviation, guys. If you don't know his channel, please check his channel. Once again, thank you so much for that.
And I'm very short final 2-0.
Nice.
Yep. Can see you.
I have to say, this is actually, I mean, we've done some nice legs on the tour here before, but today I have to say I'm really impressed with the beauty. So flight is there. Let's get the mixture again. Crack the throttle. Come on. There we go. So fuel is still good. Temperatures are still good. Let's get the flaps out one setting here. Smart cars is running.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. for the last leg.
Mm-hmm. So let's make sure trim is neutral for takeoff. There it is. Park brake off. Let's run up the engine. Put left aileron for the wind. Airspeed's alive. Not much. Not too much. And airborne. There we go. Tap the brakes. Gear up. So we've got to go a little bit to the right. Flaps are coming up. Have you ever had an issue with X-plane where piston engines don't start? Yeah, I mean, I've obviously had issues because I didn't treat the engine correctly. So, you know, I would blame it on pilot error. Yeah, Sammy, exactly, right. And I've never. I mean, I've always been tempted, of course, to get higher settings, but I at some point, because I have to look at, you know, my streaming performance, etc., make sure I get above a certain limit of FPS to get a fairly smooth kind of experience. So that's why I haven't used Ultra in years. I'm going to look at this scenery here. I don't think I have to. Go left here. Well, why do you have to tap the brakes? Because aircraft, expensive aircraft and jets, etc., they have an automatic function. So the problem is that, you know, according to physics, if you have a wheel spinning, it has a stability, right, around the axis that it's spinning at. And if you look at the way the wheels are being retracted most of the time, inwards, so the wheel is going this way, and then you're applying a force to raise the landing gear, which then means the stability force, right, is trying to keep the wheel going this way, spinning, and so there's a force that's acting perpendicular to the way you're raising it, and that can cause vibrations. It can cause stress on the bearings, etc. So that's why you would normally tap the brakes, stop the wheel from spinning, and then you can raise it.
Blackbox, you need to go more to the left.
Roger, thank you. Oh yes, sharp left turn, yeah. Right, let's get the props back down to 2300.
And we will do here a nice sightseeing flight right across Klagenfurt at Klagenfurt Airport.
Nice.
But we will not land here.
No. Cool. Klagenfurt, yeah, we've been here not so long ago.
Yeah. Klagenfurt Airport is very interesting.
Yeah. So it's interesting how this time it's a complete different perspective, right? There's the airport. Shall we do low approach? Yeah, we'll do a request a low approach. The request.
Yeah, then you can't see the old town here.
Well, we don't have to go like 20 feet, but
okay, however you like.
We'll do one second. Where's the old town located?
Yeah, almost here where I'm going right now. Where our route is planned.
Mm-hmm. Oh, way more to the left. Okay. So we go circle around the airport. Okay, I understand. All right, cool. We'll go down a bit. Hey Jeremiah, wie geht's? And Chain Director, hello to you. Ooh. Gotta be careful.
Jeremiah was missing on a group flight.
Yeah, he read the notice too late. Exactly, goes. Yeah, airliners do that automatically. Yeah. Have a good landing, Jeremiah. All right. Have you been to Klagenfurt IRL, Brennert?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been there several times.
Nice.
It's a very nice airport.
Cool. And then did you take a bus to the old town, or?
Yeah, you can take a bus from there with Cessna 172.
Nice.
I actually had to wait outside of the control zone because there was fog. Exactly over the airport.
Yeah.
You could see the town, you could see everything else.
The Lind?
Yeah, that's crazy. I had a similar situation in Linz where there was also fog, and I then had to de-ice the aircraft by hand because it was frozen.
How do you do that then?
Yeah, just with the gloves, and I think it took me half an hour, and I think the guys in the tower must thought, which idiot is this?
Yeah. Hey,
I
Caleb.
once flew to Innsbruck in the winter. We also had a lot of snow, like a couple centimeters.
Yeah.
More. It was like 1 hand or so.
So then, yeah, you got to be careful, right? You got to judge to see how much or how fast you can pick up new frost, right? But I mean, at least here, a small aircraft, you can check quickly and touch the metal. Let's see.
And in this case, we had some snow from overnight. I guess with the frost, it was similar.
But honestly, black blocks there, I also learned a lot from your stream regarding the icing, because basically when doing a PPL, you don't learn things like this.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And the thing is, obviously, you don't de-ice, normally at least, you don't de-ice a small aircraft with de-icing fluid, right? Like I said, you take gloves or maybe even, well, I wouldn't really recommend taking any hot water or anything, because that will freeze.
Normally, you will not fly in icing conditions with a VFR aircraft.
Well, the thing is, I mean, let's say, the aircraft is parked overnight, and it's a beautiful clear night, no clouds, and then you have frost on the wings, which you would have to wait until it melts off. But let's say you want to depart. Well, once you're flying, so once you have the frost off the aircraft, you don't get new frost that quickly. Right. So
yeah, exactly. It was no icing conditions.
Yeah.
It was perfectly sunshine. But as you said, in the night it was freezing like in a car. Yeah, when you get the frost on the windshield.
Yeah, exactly. So you can still fly. I mean, you can fly in cold temperatures, but obviously, clouds, they will have the moisture that will freeze on the aircraft. That's of course a no-go. Yeah, absolutely.
But you need to be careful regarding carburetor icing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
No, but in these conditions, not, because it was very dry. On a cold and dry day, the risk is not so high. The risk is high on a beautiful summer day when there's a lot of moisture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you do need moisture. Do you touch the brakes on aircraft that do not retract the landing gear? I mean, normally I don't think you have to, but I mean, the larger wheels on an airliner, and we've had this, for example, on the nose gear, it may, because you have a dual tire nose gear setup, then the tires may have different wear, and then when you retract, you get vibrations, right? Now, nose gear, obviously, you cannot brake. I think the only aircraft that had nose gear brakes was the 727 or something like that. So no, I mean, the Cessna 172 with the small tires, I don't think you would experience much vibration once you take off.
And I think you have a kind of a risk when you retract this fast turning landing gear. Maybe something is hanging from the landing gear and it will destroy your hydraulic lines or electric lines or something like that.
If it's a burst tire, yes, then there is a risk, absolutely, yeah. And that's why there is a recommendation that if you have the feeling that you've got a burst tire, it doesn't matter if it's maiden wheel or nose gear, they have to leave the landing gear out until you've cleared up the situation. Hey Calvin, nice to see you. Salut! Well, but the chain reactor, I'm not sure which airfields tried it or where they actually, but they did test microwave de-icing for aircraft, airliners. Yeah, not a joke.
I don't know if this is a good idea because the microwaves will inject, I don't know the word, into the electrical system.
Depends. I mean, if, you know, the aircraft and airline is shielded to a certain degree, right? So, of course, it's not allowed to have very strong microwaves, but microwaves strong enough to kind of melt the ice. I'm not a technician. I have no idea. I've only learned about it. That at least there were tests going on with microwave de-icing.
I'm not allowed to have activated my small Bluetooth systems, but they are allowed to use big microwave systems.
I don't know.
Crazy.
I'm just saying that's what they tested. It is the PA-24, right? Yeah. From A2A. Fantastic aircraft. Really, really nicely done. And it hand flies beautifully. I've not touched the autopilot once today, so really nice.
So, almost there.
Mm-hmm.
This time it is very easy. Simply straight in.
Okay. So let's see. A chart here as well. Lima Oscar Kilo Hotel. Approach chart. So we are landing on runway. Let's see.
3-5, I think it must be right.
5. Okay, thank you. All right. So now we just have to spot it in time. Let's slow down a bit here.
They have a very funny traffic pattern also.
Mm. Yeah, it's like a spoon shape.
Yeah. I think it's pretty hard to fly in reality.
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah. So definitely to be slow. They have a traffic traffic circle for gliders. Also parachute jumping. No, I don't have the Aerostar, no, Caleb, no. Is it good? I would imagine. I mean, A2A does make some fantastic aircraft, right? It's really nice? Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, I'm surprised. A lot of people watching. Usually we don't get many viewers when flying VFR, but I think a lot of people, especially with Microsoft 2024, may reconsider trying it.
Maybe it also has to do with the time. When we usually do VFR flying, it is about 21 UTC or so, and now it's almost in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's true. Right, some increasing props. Let's start slowing down here. So 3.5 is this way. So there's a road, and there's supposed to be, here's the railway tracks. So the field is going to be right of that. That's going to be a very small field.
You can't miss that. You only have to fly direct in.
Yeah. Right, let's get the gear down. I'm trying to pick it up visually, but it's tough to see. Oh, there it is. Where is it? Hang on. I think I see it. No, it's not.
Ah, there it is. More to the right, black box.
So I'm going right towards it, apparently.
Yeah, it's correct.
Am I blind? I'm not seeing it.
It is almost behind a little hill from your position. You need to be a little bit more to the left,
Okay.
and you can see it.
Slow down. So we've got full flaps out. We have the gear down, green light.
Oh, it's behind your center pylon there.
So the white buildings there. Oh, there's a building popping in now.
And I'm on the final for 3.5 now.
Oh, hang on. Is it? No, it's going to be to the right.
It is to your right, yeah.
I'm not making out any structures that remotely look like a runway.
Oh, that's wrong there, because there is not the runway, the airport.
No, I think it's here, right? It's
A little bit more to the right,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
head down the valley, and then you will see the runway.
Because now I can see the railway tracks. I can see the road making a bend here. Yeah,
Yeah.
this should be it. Wow, that's that is interesting.
There it is, yes.
So grass runways. Like I said, if you haven't been here, and again, this is a great way to practice, because even though the reality doesn't look 100% like this, there are key features like this hill behind us, right? That give you a
In
great...
reality, you have your tablet with the pattern
Yeah.
on there, and then you will fly directly to the pattern entry and follow exactly the pattern, and then you will see the runway for sure.
Yeah.
Can't miss it.
And I'm on a short final for runway 3.5.
Very good.
So we can't make it out completely, but oh yeah, I can see the beginning now. So it's nice. It's like I said, I don't know if I have ever installed any additional scenery for these. I don't think so. I think that's like the Austria update. There's cows to the right.
I mean, the scenery is not too nice, but they placed some static gliders and aircrafts here. Here also is a private jet, which isn't very realistic.
That's true, yeah. I'm going to take some breaks this time. It's not the longest runway, but make it fantastic. Cool. Man, how beautiful was that? Greece. Where's this? Was there a windsock? I didn't really notice that. Yeah, you're right, Brendel, there's a jet here. I think that's a bit wrong. Although, I mean, the Pilatus, doesn't the Pilatus jet, isn't that able to land on the crest? But
PC-24 can. Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe there's a PC-24.
Now that's how pros do it.
Nice, thank you. Yeah, there's a windsock. So
this was leg number 62.
Great
and
stuff.
there's only 12 following.
Nice. Well, maybe you can have a few more people. Guys, again, oneengineout.tour, oneengineout.org, the website, virtual airline. And
maybe you could show it a little bit in the stream.
Yeah, and this is all free. We don't require memberships, so there's no paid memberships. There's no need to fly a certain amount of legs per month or whatever. Easy going and
no data collection.
Yeah, no data collection. So, but you get an option to get a free version of this logging tool, Smart Cars. And so right now, let's see, it should have logged the flight. And then you have your dispatch tour center as an example, and you can see there's so many tours that were created, mostly by Brennelt. Look at that. So there's IFR tours, there's VFR tours all around the world. And the cool thing is, it's already all done for you, right?
Long haul, medium, and short haul, everything is there.
Yeah. So you can see here, for example, our VFR tour around the Alps. You can see where we started, Nice, right? And then we went all the way around here. So you can see the whole beauty of the Alps and enjoy VFR flying, just like we did today. Really nice. Cool. Right. Thank you much, guys. Yeah, it's Punktlandung. 5 vor 8. Brilliant.
Yeah, fantastic.
So,
Okay.
Brendel, thank you again for making the group flight for us. And,
You're welcome. It was a big fun.
That was very, very beautiful today, man. And I have to say, I'm really enjoying the Microsoft 2024 scenery. Look at that. I mean, that's a screenshot. Look at that. That's so nice. We are Fly 787. We are always on European West. We are, and I found out, unfortunately, that since I'm using the SU4 beta, I can't see the others because they're on a stable version. So just a reminder.
Is it possible to have the beta and the stable version simultaneously installed?
I'm not sure, guys. Anyone know? Yeah. That's a beautiful picture. Right, guys, thanks so much. So give me about 10 minutes, then we are going to be on the MD-11, and then we're going to start the flight from Frankfurt to Istanbul. Flight time was about 2 hours 10, and I'm looking forward to the MD-11. Fantastic add-on from
TFDI.
TFDI, thank you. Yeah, so many different companies. Yeah, TFDI, of course. Yeah, if you're interested, give me 10 minutes. I'll be back. So also, thank you so much to Fabian giving us the fantastic charts. Really helped today, I have to say. That's great. Great stuff. And yeah, thank you for those that were flying along today. Maybe next time some more are flying along. Who knows? Cool. See you soon. And Brendel, you also have a nice remaining evening here.
Yeah, thank you very much for you. Same.
Thank you.
Happy landings.
Happy landings, everyone. Back in 10.
Yeah, thank you very much for the stream and the nice flight.
Thank you, Pilot 19. Pleasure as always. Thank you so much, guys.
Bye-bye.